My name is Priska Lubanga. I'm 43 years old. I'm HIV positive. I've been living with HIV for over 15 years, 17 years to be exact. So I knew my status back in 2006. I was very sick. I was very sick and I almost died. And I thank God for the doctors and for the clinicians and for the nurses who helped me accept my HIV status. Um, I was very sick. I didn't want to go to any hospital. I had boils all over my body. I had boils everywhere you can imagine. Just think of everywhere. Anywhere I had boys there. So, most people fear going to the VCT, and that is what I struggled with. I feared going to the VCT, but I really don't know because okay, anyway, we are told not to worry, like start thinking, oh, virusi vilitoka wapi, oh, where did HIV come from? No. The most important thing is to know how to live with the virus and to know how to live your life as normal. So I went to Bom Hospital in Magongo. It's a big hospital, and I thank God for the doctors, for the nurses, for the counselors who held my hand and worked with me. As you can see, I'm very big now. I weigh over 90 kgs, and when I went to the hospital, I was weighing 60 kilograms. So I was very thin, and I almost died. I almost died. As I talk now, there's someone just looking at me and trying to think. What is happening with me? Kindly don't think. Just go to the hospital and know your HIV status. It's very important. We have lots of people who are healthy and they have HIV, but they do not know. So it starts by you knowing your HIV status. Back to my story. So a CD4 was done on me, and I went back to the hospital the next day, and my CD4 count was 111, and I started treatment. I was told about side effect. Back then we had 3 different ARVs. They were not combined as the ones we have now. So those who are testing now, you people are lucky. Some of us were guinea pigs. Yeah. Like I started by D40, which was a very bad ARV that disfigured people. I don't, yeah, it did something to me, but I'm not going to dwell on it. The most important thing is I'm alive. I can do anything I want to do. HIV does not prevent me from doing anything. So in 2007, I got pregnant, and this is where it comes. Uh, People are wondering, how do you get pregnant? Just the normal way. So I got someone, he told me, oh, mambo HIV, nini nini. Okay, I got pregnant. So my worry was infecting the baby. Talking to all pregnant women who are HIV positive or who do not know the HIV status, kindly, if you don't know your HIV status, kindly tomorrow go to the nearest government hospital. Request for HIV test. So the nurse talked to me about prevention of mother-child transmission. And nowadays, it's called vertical transmission. So she told me three things: that you can have a healthy baby and not infect the baby, as long as you are there to ARVs. So my main aim was to have a HIV negative baby. So during that period, I also started clinic, my antenatal clinic at CPGH, at Coast Provincial Hospital. Nowadays, I don't know. Yeah, it's a, I think, county referral hospital. So that's where I did my clinics, everything. I had there to do everything that I was told. And after 9 months, I went to the hospital, the same hospital. I delivered my baby. My baby was 3.2 kgs, and the nurses, excuse me, and the nurses were so supportive. And one organization that, if I fail to mention, I'll not be doing justice. ICRH, International Center for Reproductive Health. They held my hand, and they made sure I had everything that I needed. My baby was enrolled in a research, and I also agreed to be enrolled in the research. They wanted to know if nevirapine was working to prevent babies from getting HIV. So my baby was one of the babies that were like a guinea pig that we used to test. But I thank God for that organization. God bless you so much. Whoever was funding that organization, your money really went to the right people. And thank you so much for the donors who funded that program. Thank you so much for working with us. Thank you so much for standing with us. While I was pregnant, someone is asking, where is the father? Uh, I thank God for the system in the government hospital as per now. Initially, I was in a very violent relationship. The father of my boy was very violent. I don't want to mention him. He's still alive, and maybe he might watch this program, but he was a very violent person. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk anything about him, but I don't know. The violence was on another level. Imagine fighting a pregnant woman who is HIV positive, and anything can happen. Even the baby can get infected in the stomach. Anything can happen. Even a pregnant woman can die. It's easy for a pregnant woman to die. So that's a story for another day about gender-based violence and HIV. But what I can tell you is, if you're going through gender-based violence, kindly go report to the hospital where you pick your drugs for those who are HIV positive. And if you're not HIV positive, go to the police. I know our systems are not that up to date, but you will get help. Nowadays, all police stations have a gender-based desk, and when you report, there are policemen, policewomen there ready to help you. For my case, I was just alone. No one to talk to. I remember one day I used to go to hospital after the baby was discharged from the program. I went to Bomo Hospital, and I could go to the hospital and someone could just ask me anything, something. Then I'm like, I would cry, and no one understood why I was crying because I had GBB at home and no one was. Until one day, and I thank God for Bamburi police station. because I don't know if that police, the OCS, is still alive. Back in 2007 or 2008, Miss Wafula, I still remember your name. You really helped me. I went to that police station countless times with my baby while I was pregnant, until one day when I was feeling a P3, a pregnant doctor at the CPGH talked to me. That was my turning point. That is the day I realized I can lose my life. By that time, this guy had hit my eye, and I had injured my leg. And while I was going through all this, I did not tell my family. No one knew anything I was going through. I am a very reserved person, and I don't share such information with anyone. So that doctor told me, msichana, unaenda supermarket? And I said yes. Ushaienda kwa supermarket ukapata shelf imewekwa macho, miguu ya binadamu? Kaambia hapana. Mbona huu mwili wa binadamu hauna spare part. So ni wewe utaamua siku ile huyo mwanaume atakutoa macho ama atakuvunja mguu. Kumbuka mwili wa binadamu hauna spare part. So actually that doctor touched me, and I started scheming on how to leave that guy. I managed to live with my baby and without a job. But I told God, Mungu umenisaidia. You've helped me have this baby. Utajua vile nitaishi. You will know how I will survive. And that's how Mungu alinisaidia. And it's not easy for a man to accept to be abandoned by a woman. So this guy kept on coming. But by the grace of God, he later just went. And after that, I vowed to talk to women. It's only you who can save yourself. Hakuna mtu anaweza kukusaidia. I remember even neighbors could talk to me. Wewe kwani hauna kwenyu? Huyu mwanaume atakuua. One day this man will kill you. Until I made a decision myself to leave. And I started heal. I did not heal easily. I was a very bitter person. And this bitterness was hindering my life. I think I was a bitter person for over 5 years. For 5 years, I could not date anyone. I could not do anything. You could just unaniuliza tu kidogo. Like for example, I'm in a matatu. Someone asks you, na wewe si usonge? I will abuse that person. Until one day I went for therapy, and the counselor told me, yeah, your body is like, or your heart is like a vessel. Yeah, like a vessel. I'm a glass. It's a glass has water. So you can't have two different things in your heart. Kwa mfano uko na upendo na uko na hatred. Hapana. And she told me that my heart was full of pain and hatred. And that's what I was sharing to anyone who tried to talk to me. So she told me that I need to get rid of that pain and hatred for me to heal. And for sure, it took a very long time. Okay, back to my HIV story. Let me leave the GBV part there. So had my baby, and I wanted to know where HIV positive people meet, and I joined a support group we were meeting at Likoni. Where is that place? I'll remember the place, but it's YWCA, yeah. YWCA Likon, that's where we used to meet. I could carry my baby from Bamburi I think every week to YWCA Likon every Friday, and go for support group where we shared experience, and I could listen to my colleagues talk. I could listen to people talk, and I could heal. And as a person living with HIV, you need to join support groups. Support groups are therapeutic. Support groups are good. This is a place where you can talk freely. This is a place where you can listen to other women or other people going through the same situation talking. And you will know how to solve your issues. So I embraced treatment, and up to now I am suppressed. I've been suppressed. I take my medication very well every day at 7 a.m. I used to be on antibiotics, that is Septrin, but I stopped because I was told I've been taking Septrin for so long. And if you are suppressed, the guidelines are very clear. You can stop Septrin. But if you are in malaria prone area, you are supposed to take Septrin. So usiache tu dawa. Go and consult your clinician and know if you can take or if you can stop. So we will continue with these sessions, and the most important thing is take your ARVs. Take your ARVs on time. In my next episode, I'll be talking about children living with HIV, children and adolescents living with HIV. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you.